Good morning. Something that's on my heart today that I wanted to share is the thought of don't ever make decisions when you feel crappy. When your vibes are low, when your energy is low, when you just don't feel great, or when you're struggling mentally or whatever, you just don't feel great. Don't make decisions during that time. The first thing to do when you feel like that is to ask yourself, what do you need? What would make you feel a little bit better? Because once you ask yourself that question, what will make me feel a little bit better, and then you go and meet that, you'll start to feel just a little bit better. Now, it may not take away completely whatever is bothering you at the time, but you will feel a little bit better if you really tune into what do I need, and then give yourself that. Then from there, now what? Now what do I need? And get yourself to a place where you're feeling better, and then make a decision or start a new project, or do the thing that you really wanted to do. Sometimes people think, well, I feel so crappy and I've been so stressed out, and so the only thing that I know is I need a vacation, and I don't have any money to go on vacation, and I don't have any time, and just all these big things, right? But we can actually help ourselves a lot more than we realize in the little things, by meeting little needs in the immediate moment. And yeah, maybe a vacation would be wonderful, but what happens is, even if you decided, I'm just going to go on a vacation, you make that decision from a place of feeling crappy, then it's not going to turn out very well. I have found that whenever I start something from a place of feeling crappy, I get crappy results. The little saying that God is in the details was on my mind this morning, and how true that is. You know, we want great big answers from God, but God often gives us little details, little steps that lead to those bigger answers. One thing that we all know is that we are not going to be here for very long in this world. And I listen to a lot of near-death experiences, and enough to know that, or to understand that everything's going to be okay, no matter what you're going through in life or what you're trying to grapple with or process, that everything ultimately is going to be okay. And we need to make our decisions from a space of knowing that and understanding that life is ebb and flows, and not from spaces of distress. Because when we make decisions from places of distress, often we make permanent decisions to things that are only temporary. Most people in this world face difficulties, and it's such an illusion when you get on social media or such, or before social media it was watching shows like Leave It to Beaver and Brady Bunch, or whatever. I missed a gap of shows for a while in my life, but those were the ones I watched when I was a little kid, that, oh, such perfect little families and happy homes and stuff, and that's just not reality. You know, everybody has struggles in life, and different times has really, really difficult struggles that they have to face and go through. And so I kind of liken it to I feel like sometimes like I'm in a video game, a simulation, and I'm trying to find a solution to what to do, how to navigate and go through this next maybe difficulty that I'm coming up against. And when you do a video game and you're not really feeling, you don't have your nervous system involved in it like you do here, then it's easy to try to just really take the time to figure things out from a good space rather than a stressed space. But when you're in life and you feel like you have so many people dependent on you, and you're making right decisions, and you feel like your entire reputation is at stake, or your family is at stake, people that you love, in all your decisions, then it's a whole nother level of thinking, right, and processing that we have to go through. This life itself is temporary, and everything that we are going through is temporary. And it's okay. I think I have to remind myself this a lot. It's okay to be unhappy sometimes. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel angry, right? I think why it gets so built up and then it comes out in these big explosions is because we think that we're supposed to just be happy-go-lucky all the time, and that's just not reality. You need to be able to give yourself what you need. And you need to make that space and that time and that investment in you. We have a limited amount of money in our bank account. I do not have $1 million to just go do what I want with at this point. Maybe someday I will, but right now I don't. So what do I have now? And where do I want to invest it? Where do I want to invest it? What kind of energy do I have now? I do not have the energy of a 25-year-old right now. Right? My energy for me right now is limited. So where do I want to invest that energy? Well, first of all, when you invest something, you want to be able to know that you're getting something, a return on it, right? A return on your investment. So where am I investing my time, my energy, my emotions, my money, all the things that I have that are mine? Where am I investing them that I'm not getting any return on it? What relationships do I invest in but I get no return on? And what do you mean by a return? Does it mean like, oh, I pat your back and you pat mine? No. But if I have a relationship that I give and give and give to, and all I get is smart aleck remarks back from, disrespect, they could take me or leave me or whatever, that's a bad investment, right? So why do we keep investing in things and in people that treat us crappy, right? But yeah, I have a beautiful family that I love and adore, and that the return on my investment is the continuation and a legacy that I leave in this world. That's a huge investment, and it's a huge return on that investment. When I invest in myself, and I invest in my health, when I invest in my rest, when I invest in my peace of mind, all those things, right? I get a return on that. I get more health. I get more peace of mind. I get all the things that come back to me that I've invested. I get a return on that when I'm investing into myself. How am I investing, and what am I investing in myself, right? Am I taking everything and investing it into everybody and the dog around me, and then leaving myself come up short and dropping into bed exhausted? Well, when we do that over and over and over again, and we're hoping for a return, what is the return we're hoping for? Appreciation, right? Respect, accountability of people watching us and seeing all the effort that we're putting in and the value that we have. Is something that I realized I wasn't doing, is I wasn't investing in me. I was investing in others in hopes that they would invest in me, that they would invest enough love and attention and appreciation in me. And people don't do that. People don't do that. People are investing in their own satisfactions and their own needs, first of all. Rightly so. First of all, you have to find out what you need in any given moment and give that to yourself. First and foremost, you need to get yourself into a space where you feel well, a space of well-being. You feel well. You feel well. You feel like, well, I feel pretty good. I could go do something today, that kind of thing. You get yourself into that space where you feel at least neutral, if not a little bit better. If you're dipping or tanking, your energy's tanking, or emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually tanking, the most important thing that you need to do for yourself is get yourself up to a neutral space and be okay with, I'm tanking and I'm going to take care of myself. Be okay with that. It's so important to be okay with where you are, to say, I don't like this and I want to feel better, but it is what it is. It'll pass. What do I need right now to feel a little bit better? What could I give myself? What exactly could I give myself? And the more you ask yourself that question throughout the day, the more you will start to fine tune what it is that your needs are. emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And then the more you give yourself what you need, the more you're going to feel better. And the more you're going to be able to start making healthier investments into things that do really matter to you. And your life will start taking a momentum in a different direction rather than feeling like it's on a downhill momentum or a downhill spiral. It'll start to go look up again.